Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to another episode. Today, I want to go ahead and talk to you guys about um, appreciation, um, being thankful for the things that you have. I know that everybody has, or a lot of people at least, have this glass half empty mentality, which is good. You know, it's good if you're somebody that wants more, that wants to improve their life, that wants to get better. I totally get that. Um, but on the one hand, what you have, which is a downgrade from where you want to be, right, could be gone in a matter of seconds. Um, so a lot of times when you experience feelings of inadequacy, or like your life isn't going anywhere, or your life isn't where you want to be right now. Um, you might run into situations like I currently am right now, where where you start to appreciate the simpler things a lot more, and you start to appreciate the things that is starting to get away from you, and then eventually gets to the point where you don't have them anymore, and you start to appreciate them and wish that you had them back. So I want you guys to really think about your approach um, to making your life better, and towards personal development, um, mind, body, and spirit development, um, spirituality development, fitness development. Um, I think it will serve you well if you had a healthy approach to that. If you had more of a balanced approach. Now, I know some people might not like hearing that word balance, but but you need balance, because without balance, you just end up on one extreme or another, and neither extreme, if if it's overdone, um, will will eventually come back to bite you. It will eventually um, it will eventually kill you. So just something to think about. If you're working too much, or if you're just going at it 24/7, like, Elon Musk. Elon can do that because, I mean, that's how he is where he is right now, because he's that kind of person, um, that can uh, sleep 2 hours a night, and then work a crazy amount of hours. I think the guy works at least 16 to 20 hours a day. Um, but that's very rare. And unless you're somebody that's unique like that, unless you're somebody that that has that same genetic um, drive to do what he's always done, it's you're probably much better off weighing those two things, um, and understanding that you can't work too much, because you're just going to completely deplete yourself. You're going to become exhausted. You're not going to have any energy for anything, and your desires and your fulfillment, and your joys start to tether off a little bit. And then if you do the other extreme, where you're not productive, you're just lazy, you lay around all day, you watch Netflix, um, you don't like working, even even a part-time job is a lot for you to handle. Well then maybe it's time to readjust your attitude, a little bit more. Maybe it's time to start to look at your life a little bit more and think about what you have to do, because that's not going to serve you either. In fact, it will serve as more of as more of a negative than as opposed to working too hard or working 24/7. That's even worse for you when you're not productive. Especially as a man, you have to be productive. You have to go, and you have to be determined. You have to be persistent, like I am. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going through a really rough situation. I have no idea whether or not I'm going to be able to keep doing what I'm doing. I have no idea whether or not I'm going to have a place to live a month from now, 2 months from now. I have no idea whether or not I'm going to be able to keep driving, keep making money. I have no idea whether or not I'm going to keep doing this. I'm scared to death. And I am. I'm a very anxiety-ridden, fear-driven person. But the one thing that I am is persistent. I don't give up, and I don't plan to give up. If you're somebody who's the complete opposite of of the personality that I have, where you just look at everything like a lost cause all the time, and you just give up. You know, like the first sign of failure just makes you want to quit right then and there. If you're somebody that thinks like that and that lives their life like that, just understand that persistence goes a long way. And you might not have anything right now, or whatever you do have might go away tomorrow, but the one thing that can never be taken away from you is persistence and strength. Your resilience can never be taken away. Who you are deep inside of your soul will never be taken away. Just remember that. Something I have to remind myself of every day, especially over these last 2 days. I've had to really remind myself of that. I've had to really do a lot less of feeling sorry for myself and playing the victim and blaming my circumstances, blaming everybody else, and a little bit more of gratitude and a little bit more of better problem solving and a little bit more of just being gracious to myself, because I am a flawed human being. I make mistakes. I'm sinful by nature, and so sometimes I gotta forgive myself too. Just like I have to forgive everybody else if they've ever done me wrong. I have to do the same thing for myself too, because that's the only way that I'm ever going to be able to get out of this rut that I'm stuck in right now. And I gotta place my faith in God. It's important that I place that I believe in myself, but I also have to believe in the God that created me, and gave me a purpose for my life. And no matter what happens, I have to find a way to fulfill it. And I have to do that before I die. I don't want this moment of my life to define my death. I don't. When I die, I don't want people to remember me like this. So I gotta figure out what I have to do. And maybe that requires that I open myself up to love, that I open myself up to people that wanna be there for me, that genuinely care about me. And maybe that means that I drop my ego and just learn to trust, and just learn to trust other people. Not that everybody deserves my trust, or that everybody deserves your trust, but again, there has to be a balance. There has to be a healthy balance. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, share it with your friends and your family. Subscribe to me on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram. My YouTube is Collectively Fearless. My Instagram is itsmatty_ice. And like always, I'm gonna be here. I'm not going anywhere, and neither should you. And I hope you enjoyed this episode. But until next time, guys, I will see you again soon, and I love you, and I hope that you have a great rest of your night, or rest of your day, or rest of your morning.